Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is MacGuffinSC, and I'm going to bring you one of my games tonight. This is a ladder game I played recently, so let's introduce the players. We have myself, MacGuffin, the blue Zerg, and we have Yoz, the red Terran. Yeah, a little good luck, have fun. Very mannered opponent. So we have myself droning it up. Now I can't speak for what the Terran's thinking because I'm not him, but my train of thought in this is Xel'Naga Caverns, so quite an open map. I usually like to fast expand versus Terran, but recently, just because of increased aggression I've been going more for the 14 pool, 16 Queen and Overlord, and getting my hatchery after 2 sets of Zerglings. And it's very good at combating early cheese like proxy racks or bunker pushes. So if they go hatch first and get a couple of bunkers up, it's really hard to hold unless you want to pull drones, and if you're not careful you can lose too many drones, and that's just not great. So, ooh, here we have for Yoz. What do we have here? A proxy bunker. Our barracks. So I mean, double barracks going down. And of course I haven't seen this yet, so I'm just scouting up my little drone. I was scouting at about 13 supply, I believe. And I'm just coming up to the base, and here we... oh, no barracks. And that really disturbs me, so instantly I'm taking this drone around. I thought he was going to put his barrack down, so I tried to block it. Then I realized it wasn't. As you can see here, I've got a scouting path. I'm looking for the barrack. They usually hide either the barracks here, or sometimes here, so you can't see it. Of course the barracks are here. So, very bad for me. So we have my spawning pool finishing up, and that's at 16 Overlord, and I'm getting my Queen and my 2 sets of Zerglings. I would have got my expansion about now. As you can see, my minerals is starting to build up, but with this aggression, I was thinking first I will get my Zerglings out, clear up a few Marines, and then I will go for it. Unfortunately, I haven't seen that he's actually a bunker containing me, so it's a very bad position for myself. Seeing my drone back up here to check the thing. And at this point I've realized, okay, I've got bunkers on me, and he's got that 2 bunker lock, so I can't get through. Of course, it's got the Marines behind the bunker, so it makes it so I can't get in, and that is not good for me. I really don't like playing one base Zerg, I just really don't see much point in it. And so my reaction is to get one spine crawler and start extending my creep, rather than getting another inject. When you've got a spine crawler right here, you can reach the bunkers, you can slowly escape. It depends how the Terran reacts though. He's got 2 SCPs down here, so he could repair them, but he's going to have to constantly repair them or they're going to go down. So I am getting more drones and a roach warren, and I am going for my hidden expansion up here. And this is because I had my scouting drone up here and I really want an expansion. And sometimes you can get away with it. But we've got this scouting path by this Terran. And look at this. He's getting patrol paths and everything, so he is looking for every possible avenue of where I can expand. And I'm moving my spine crawler up. The creep should have extended by now. And that should be in range of one of these bunkers. And he spots my hatchery, and instantly, what's going to happen? Throws down a bunker. So he's bunkering my next base. Now fortunately I had this Overlord here.
Base is under
so you see
attack.
my spine crawler that's going out. So I did spot that bunker. Otherwise I probably would have let this finish. So my thoughts here is I'm going to wait till this is a bit more complete, and then I'm going to cancel it. That'll give me a mineral boost, and then maybe I can pump out some roaches. And here we have him doing something very clever. He's using his barracks as to scout the high ground. Of course, he doesn't have enough range. The spine crawler has this advantage in the angle, sort of. But he's repairing it. Very good in that. So I won't be able to kill this bunker, and I'm still locked inside. And at this point, I'm not sure what he's doing. He is sending 2 Marines up here, but he realized that I cancelled my expansion, and now he's got his SCV back on this patrol train to every available expansion. There's no chance of me expanding. So at this point I'm really starting to get a bit desperate. I've got some roaches out, but with these 2 bunkers it's going to be hard to push out thing. And he's also getting a tech layer in his barracks, so he's going for Marauders stem, and this is why I thought, well, I've got to do something, so I put my hatchery in his base. Now this is in his dark area. He hasn't even gone there once. He must have thought that my drone had just given up. And a bit of a mismicro by me, I lose this queen. I'm trying to take out this barracks. He is repairing it though, he doesn't want to lose it. And we have a factory going down. And I gotta say, that's not good for me. If he starts getting a siege tanks out here, he can slowly push up. And with roaches and marauders in these barracks, it's going to be so hard to break. I am about 20 supply up, just because sometimes when you commit to these cheeses, just puts you behind. He's devoted this many SCVs to purely just keeping me in this contain. And the marauder does have that extra range, you get +1 range in the bunker. And so I'm getting a bit desperate here, so I decided to send some units down. What I need to do is target fire these SCVs. If I can kill the SCVs, the spine crawler can beat these bunkers. So I'm sacrificing a few roaches here, and he's being very good with these SCVs, taking them on. And I decided that it's not going to work, so I've got a lot of pressure on this hatchery to perform. Getting a lot of more roaches out. And if we go to the unit counting station, we see I'm only at 18 drones, and that's not the game I like to play. He hasn't spotted this hatchery yet, but the creep is starting to expand. So you can see on the minimap there's a little bit of purple, and this bunker is just, this barracks is just giving him so much sight, and he's got siege mode coming out, so soon it's not going to be much time for me, but he's spotted the creep, and he starts building a bunker. Unfortunately his barracks are all the way down here, and he didn't wall in, so which allowed my drone to sneak back in there. My first reaction is get a spine crawler, I may as well, it's the only thing I can do. Getting a couple of roaches so I can push out, but I'm going to need this spine crawler. I'm still about 30ish supply up, but this siege tank here, once you get siege mode, it's going to be very hard for me. And this barracks is really the key point here, because he can siege mode, but he can't see up, unless he's got this barracks. So that barracks is what's really going to give him the edge. I've been removing and replacing my spines and spores, trying to get the spore to hit the barracks. But if he moves this back in and uses siege mode, he'll be able to see it and he'll be able to attack it. As you can see, that spore is not going to last very long. Unfortunately, he's given up on this base. I've got a spine there, I've got another one, and I've got roaches. He's got to make something happen. I mean, he can move this to my natural or somewhere else and start a new base. However, now I've got the expansion that I wanted. It's not ideal, but it's something, so I've produced a few extra drones. I was planning to put another hatchery there if the game went on too long. Now, these siege tanks are in a really bad spot for me. I really can't do much. It's got this barracks here, so it's got sight. Now, there is one thing you can do in this bunk with the siege tanks get this close. You can put your roaches up here and attack down. But that's really dangerous, because if you lose those roaches, then you're going to be in a bit of a hard spot. Now he salvages that bunker, that's because he wants to push into my base. He wants to go in for the kill. But he's down 30 supply, got this extra base up here. It's not going to give me much minerals, but it's still something. It gives me extra production, allows me to cut off his supply. He can't produce any more units because I've taken out his supply depots, and here he goes in. So this is it. I've got to take out these siege tanks, going with the roaches. He's got a marauder there, he's got SCVs. He's going to try and mass repair this. If this siege tank goes down, it's going to be my game. And I've got it. Now I'm going to pull all drones. When you're all in, you're all in. I hate it when people say that they're going all in and they make a recovery, and he GG's. So, interesting cheese from my opponent. I've actually had it before. Bunker contains a quite annoying as Zerg, especially if you can't get an expansion. He was a master Terran player. So sometimes you hear people say, well, that won't work in past bronze. Well, actually it does. Every cheese works at every level of the game. It'd be crazy to think it doesn't. But you can defend against these things, and this is one. Just need to not give up and think for creative ideas or whatever resources you had. I had one drone out here, and that one drone allowed me to take out this and stop his production.